Hello everybody, welcome to our next assignment. This is just an update as to what's coming up for challenge number 5 and our next Zoom session. So right now everybody is working on challenge 4. So if I go back to the assignment instructions in the task cards, challenge 4, you're curating your own exhibits. So you are curating, that is, your own individual exhibits, which these quest teams are doing here thus far, and then you're uploading your group narrative. So as an example, the museum brochure for quest team number 2 has been submitted to the task card. So if I open it up, I'm seeing all exhibits from all quest team members within each quest team annotated here on the page. So as I skip through, and this is just fine, PDF format or uploading your own individual colors. You can go through your narrative however you want for your group narrative and make some type of headway on that. In the years past, Tony has created a title page and for each session. So that once you have all of this done for your challenge 4, the next goal is to move on to challenge 5. So as we move on to challenge 5, have your questions ready for your graphic designer, Tonya, because we're going to go through how to connect your objects together as a whole entire class. So not only as your quest team, individual quest team museum brochure chapters, but then how do we curate all of that together for our final product. So week 14, intercultural communication, virtual exchange, artifacts that tell a story. What's coming up is challenge number 5 in the reflective portfolio. And then when I go back here, at least for SJU students, this is our Canvas page. When I go back here to week of April 24th, that's week 15 for us. It'll be challenge number 6, your final museum brochure edits and the final construction of your e-portfolio. So I struggled here for a few minutes in figuring out how do I get this information across in terms of the differences between challenge 4, challenge 5, and challenge 6. So here is what how I decided to lay out the information on our calendar, at least for the Museum Informatics course, which morphed into the virtual exchange class during week 9 for St. John's students for the rest of the semester. So here's the dates with the timelines and the challenges in. At least for St. John's students, a point's required, but everybody's doing the same thing regardless. April 10th, that's now, week 13. Everybody's curating their own exhibits and uploading them to the task card. Everybody also has, by default for this week, the same assignments, instructions for your reflective portfolio, which I have not gone over in this video, but I will upload a different video. And my students in St. John's have to submit a team peer evaluation form. Challenge number 5, making connections. We're meeting with our graphic designer, Tonya, during our Wednesday, April 17th Zoom session. Yep, I'm looking at my calendar now. That's April 17th, Wednesday. We're going to be looking at the different questions you have and putting all of your graphic design elements together to create your own individual museum brochure chapters via Quest Team. And then that's what's due on Friday, April 26th. Challenge 4. Curating all of your exhibits as individual Quest teams is due April 16th. Challenge number 5, making connections. What's coming up is you're going to continue working on how do these different Quest Team Museum Brochure chapters make sense in terms of the order they fit. That's something you have to determine, and we're not going to be able to determine the answer to that question until everybody is done with their final draft form group museum brochures. So the next assignment, challenge number 5, cannot take place until challenge number 4 is complete, because it's with your group museum brochures for each individual Quest team that you're going to figure out what's their narrative and how is it organized. What is it talking about? Is it landscapes? Is it beauty? Is it sunrises? Is it the constellations? What is it? And then you'll be able to decide for challenge number 5. After each individual quest team has uploaded their narrative for their group museum brochure, how do you want the order then of each individual quest team chapter to fit together? There's going to be different avenues that you can go about this, but it depends upon what evidence is produced for each individual quest team group museum brochure chapter. In years past, it's been based on chronology or themes. Themes came up in terms of holidays, landscapes, seasons, stuff like that. So once we figure out what challenge number 4 looks like, we'll be able to move forward in challenge number 5. Have ready for your graphic designer any questions that you haven't asked. Ask them. Ask her at that point in time. For Zoom session 5, we're going to see firsthand the results of challenge number 4 and move forward to the completion of Zoom number 5, where you're finalizing as your homework assignment the order of things, right, for your whole entire museum brochure. How do you want your quest team chapters organized? Then for our final challenge, challenge number 6, it is the final session of museum edits. Anything spelled wrong, if you changed your mind on graphic design elements that you'd like to incorporate into your own brochures, that's what we need to know at this point. So for my students, in terms of parsing out how do I make it transparent in terms of what to do, please note that for challenge number 6, the final museum brochure edits, that's going to be done during April 26th. It's due Friday, April 26th by noon. All right, not everybody has been able to attend the synchronous Zoom sessions. So please know that if you cannot attend that Zoom session, it's perfectly fine. But make sure your quest team members point out any edits that need to be done to your final museum brochures during our synchronous Zoom session for our 6th and final Zoom session. And then for my students anyway, you're going to have your final reflective portfolio due and peer evaluation form due. And then for my students at St. John's, there's a 10-point final exam that you're going to take, which is due by May 2nd. So I hope this information is helpful. I look forward to seeing what everybody has crafted for their final museum brochure and how this next Zoom meeting is going to unfold for us in terms of how the organization of your final quest team brochures and questions that you might have for Tonya for your final graphic design elements. All right, so thanks so much.